The difference between successful people and very successful people is that very successful people say no to almost everything. The most important word that we have to learn is not yes, it is the word no. And I mean this in the politest form possible. If we have to work with excellence at what we are really good at, then we have to learn to say no to time guzzlers, to distractions, to things that overcrowd our plate so that we really can't do justice to what we are good at. In order to do this, if you look at it, we all have 24 hours a day. It's the same for everybody, right? But when we don't fill those hours with the most meaningful activities, and when we don't fill it at the time when our energy is the best, then we are contributing less to this world than we are capable of. And that is the reason that I wanted to talk today about the power of saying no. When we say no, do other people get hurt? Yes, it's likely. But you know what? They'll get hurt once. After that, as they see that you're authentic and that you have a bigger goal and that you're trying to include everybody and everything in life, they will learn to not just forgive you, but respect you for what you are. And that is the reason I thought we should have this conversation today. Let us say there is an incident in your life when you're going out with a group of friends. And at the same time, your spouse comes and says, let's go out to that wonderful drive to the beach that we've been talking about for a long time. Immediately, we are guilt-stricken. How do I say no now? I wanted to do it. I was the one who asked for it too. But you've already set an agenda to do something else. You've pre-planned it and you have to go and enjoy yourself on another outing. At that time, in the polite form that you know, you have to be able to say, can we take a rain check? And take this opportunity to say to your spouse, I really value you. Let's do it another time. So saying no becomes a way of life if we know how to do it. And at the same time, we don't spoil relationships. We keep relationships strong as we try to say no in a polite way. Power comes by saying no. So let's see, how do I say no at all? There is a very simple technique, but we have to practice it every day of our life. It is called pot reduction. Possessions, obligations, tasks. So we have to work on reducing the pot so that we can have the power to say no to certain things and yes to the wonderful things that we were put on this planet to do, isn't it? So let us look at possessions. Every time we decide to possess something, we also have to maintain it, right? So if you already have one car, if you buy a second car, you have to maintain that car too. So you spend a lot of time, money, resources on doing that. So if you can gauge for yourself, we must enjoy our possessions. We are earning well. Why not own some wonderful luxuries and enjoy life? Sure. But please, let's ask ourselves this question, which possession can I do without? And at that point, just reduce the possession. Second one is obligations. You know how obligations work, right? You have to wish me for my birthday and I have to wish you back for your birthday, and your cousin and your brother-in-law, and everybody comes into our circle, right? And we want to go to all the events that everybody invites us to because we want them to come to our events when we host them. I'm just asking us to introspect a little. Can we reduce the obligations that we come up with in life? And this is no way living like an island. It is still being friendly, it is including all the important people in our lives, but just not going overboard with obligations. The T, what does it stand for? Tasks, right? In my own life, I was an entrepreneur and I was running a business. I had 2 children that I was raising. I had a very supportive husband. And I also got nominated to serve on the Women's Leadership Board at Harvard University. Harvard is a very prestigious university to work with women there, right? I enjoyed that 3 or 4 years of serving on the Women's Leadership Board. But a time came when I had to learn to reduce the tasks and responsibilities that go with it. Because with every task comes the responsibility. And we always want to excel at whatever we are doing, which is a good thing. But the time came when I had to resign and take a sabbatical from the Harvard board. Yes, I was giving up a prestigious position. Yes, it was something that I would maybe miss doing, but it opened up the vistas for me to serve India's women by bringing ChampionWoman programs into our milieu. And that is what I mean when we use the power of saying no to things that have served us well, but now the time has come to reduce them. Then we end up getting a life of purpose and fulfillment. And that is what I have seen in my own life. So take the time to practice pot reduction. Possessions, obligations, and tasks that come with responsibilities. Do your core tasks, enjoy your core possessions, and keep your core obligations loving and happy. And then the power of saying no to things that are extra will take you into the highway of success along with happiness as you go into your life. Good luck.